You're not playing my intro?
Can you hear it? Ladies and gentlemen, we live.
Mwah, 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 mwah. It's your girl Sunshine coming at you. Thank you for tuning in. Like and share, like and share, like and share, share. And now I don't hear the intro, but we're going to just jump right on in. Got my boy Ron with me tonight and our special, beautiful guest, Jennifer.
Hello, 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 hello.
Royal Wear in the house.
And just want to give a shout out to my cousin Dorothy. We call her Dot. Thank you for linking us. But Jennifer, tell your viewers about you.
Wow. Okay. Well, my name is, as you said, my name is Jennifer Maxwell, and I'm originally from the West Indies, but I was raised in Bronx, New York all day. Now reside in Tampa, Florida, loving the sunshine weather. I am a mother. My daughter is 25 years old. Let's see what else. I've been an entrepreneur for, I would say, the last 19 years. Okay. I've been an entrepreneur for the last 19 years. I've also worked in corporate America as well, but I transitioned over into entrepreneurship, and I've loved it ever since. I have my company, SatWrapsRoyalWear, which is actually a company that is worldwide. We're in countries that I don't even know if I'm going to be able to visit them because I've never heard of half of them on the map. But it's definitely a tremendous, tremendous blessing. And SatWraps has been around since '07.
Okay. Now, where did you get the name from? Like, what made you come up with the name?
Okay, so SatWraps, originally when I started the company, I came up with the name SatWraps because it was satin head wraps, and I needed to make it short. I needed to make it consumable. I needed something quick. It sounds sassy. And then a couple of years after, I looked it up, and it actually means crown in Swahili. So it was absolutely perfect because it was already the royal crown. So yeah, so it was ordained. I believe it was ordained.
Yes, especially that name and then the meaning behind it. That's beautiful.
I love it. You got that in your bio on your IG page. Make sure y'all go follow. Protect your crown. It makes sense now.
Yes.
I had my hair covered up so the curls could still stay tight. So what made you get into that? Love. We don't sit under that fire and everything else to make sure we look good. Yes. And when we look good, we be stunting for our that.
Okay. Hello. Okay. Hello.
Don't get sunshine.
Late at night with the oil sheen, wrap it up. So when I wake up in the morning.
Just and ready. You just ready. Walk. Perfect song.
Now, I've seen some of your satins and I'm loving them. So I'm definitely going to order from you. But tell them, we have the photo up, but tell them how they can reach you besides IG. Do you have a website?
Yes, we do have a website. The website is www.SatWrapsRoyalWear.com.
Okay.
So that's our website.
So you're international.
Yes. Totally international. I mean, I from Japan to the Bahamas to Africa we're literally international. We're international. We've gone international, I would say, the last 4 years. And it's because of the internet. Because of the internet is why we went totally national.
Okay.
International.
Good.
Yes, thank you.
Now, where do you get the ideas and thoughts to do the satin?
Well, everything is created by hand, literally, even down to the design. All of the designs are by hand. I have a sublimation product, my sublimation machine, and everything is created. So I also do a lot of artwork. So I'll create different artwork and I'll have those put on the wrap. So everything about them are original. Now, a lot of the anime obviously is not my original ideas, but what happens with the anime is I have a large anime community. And because we're African American, we don't realize how many African Americans are in the anime community. And I didn't even know that until we tapped into it. So we tapped into it, which grew us even larger, and it just completely took off. So everything is created that way. The idea and the concept came out of my own visual in my head. I'm also a hairstylist of 25 years. So a lot of the basis came off of women that were complaining that, hey, I'm in my bed, I go to sleep, and my head wrap is on one side of the bed, I'm on the other side of the bed. You know, I just spent like $120 on my weave, $220 on my weave, and I can't even keep it straight. So I used to hear that, and I'm like, okay. So I would start to consume that information. I'm like, okay, I'll just create something that I know is going to work. I'm creating it from a standpoint of as a designer, because I'm a clothing designer, and then I'm also a hairstylist. So I just combined the two together, and I said, okay, let me test run this. And I test run it. Actually, the story is that my grandmother was sick with cancer, and she was staying in the hospital. And then there was a lady that was next door. She was young, but she didn't want to have any visitors. So, being the speaker that I am, you know, I'm a networker. I love people, and the New Yorker in me. So I went over to her one afternoon, and I asked her. I said, "Hey, if I give you something, and it stays on, because I'm kind of feeling that she wasn't feeling secure, right?" And I said, "Would you wear it? And would you allow yourself or your friends and families to come visit you?" And she said, "Bet, okay, I'll try it." And I'll never forget it. I made one, and I'm gonna tell you how I made this one, which is so funny. I don't know if you remember back in the day, you used to have the scarves, and it was around breast cancer awareness, and it was a head scarf, and it was sheer, and it had like the pink ribbon on it, and it was black. But they used to have these head scarves. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take that head scarf and I'm gonna cut it up and use it as a base. So that's how I got the two sides. So my thing is that it's all the products are double sided. Print on one side, black on the other, so you can get two in one.
Okay.
And so therefore, I made it for her. And 2 days later, I came to visit my grandmother, and the nurse was running down the hallway saying, "You gotta come here." So I'm thinking something is wrong. And I'm like running in the room, and she's like, "No, this lady want to talk to you." And the lady, I'll never forget her. She was sitting in the bed, and she had tears in her eyes. And she was like, "Thank you so much. I never felt so protected, and I never felt so beautiful. And my mom is coming to visit me today." And after that, I was like, I got something here. I really have something.
That's awesome. But yeah, minus the weave, because this is all real.
Okay.
I wake up with it on one side of the bed. And I did not sit there holding my ear, being quiet, trying not to get burnt.
Okay.
But my head was messed up in the middle of the night. So yes, these satin wraps do work, and you can rock them outside.
Yes.
With your outfit.
And fabulous.
Yeah.
About the men either. I got a little bit of hair on my head. They great.
Listen, I'm telling you, it was all for me about fashion. It was all about. I had a image made on my truck in New York that was canceling out the do-rag in a picture and saying yes to my fat wraps that was fashionable. Because my thing was, I wanted to break the stigma of you can't wear something on your head that makes you look amazing. It's going to make you dress up. It's going to make you feel good about yourself. And if you want to go biblical with it, when it comes to women, we used to actually go into the storehouse and go underneath a covenant. A covenant, and pray for our men and our women. You know, pray for our families. So it was important for me to really tap into that space and just make people understand that it's not just an item that you just have to wear to bed. Like, you can really wear this and be as fashionable with it. And I've had numerous fashion shows with fat wraps in it and had the outfits to match. So it just crosses all barriers, from hair accessories, hair protection, into the fashion realm.
Now, you do it just for women, or do you do it for children and men? And tell us, look, let's be real. There's people that put it on their dogs too. Do you do it for the animals?
I know. You know what? It's so funny you said that about the dog.
Tutus for dogs, charge, and she does it for adults and stuff. I've seen people put satin stuff on their dogs. I love my dog, but a bandana around the neck is what he'll do. But
That's how you do it.
But to each their own.
Exactly. It's so funny you said that because on our website, I have the Dragon Ball Z dog booties.
I thought I seen that. That's why I had to ask. Like, wait a minute, is my eyes playing tricks on me? Hold on, let me ask something. Do that for dogs.
Yes, girl. My daughter's dog, Knight. Love him. He's so amazing. And I said, I'm gonna make this one because he's so animated. And it was perfect. I was like, you know what? Here we go. This is gonna be for the dogs too. So I do for men, women, children, babies, and for animals.
Wow.
So yes. Across the board. I don't discriminate. Come on. Why? I'm a designer. I can make it however I want.
Still rolling with the dog though. I was like, well, people love their dogs because sometimes the dog is their child and they don't have kids. So
yep.
But I was like, I'm gonna ask her about this one. I had to.
Yes. It's a multi-million-dollar industry just for the pet. Why I have to tap into that. That's
right.
It's like, hey. And we do a lot of custom work as well because I can customize anything and print onto the fabric. So it's embedded in the fabric. So you can wash it a zillion times. It's never going to fade. And then the fabric that I actually put everything on is amazing quality satin. So I have a lot of people that their name, their company, a family member, whatever it is, even their little doggy's name, I put it on the item, embedded in the fabric, and then why not? They have something for life.
Ooh, that's good. I like that.
Whole family get the stunt.
Whole family get the stunt.
Have you thought about elevating it from just satin wraps to like sheets and things like that?
Actually, I did about a year ago. Actually, before COVID, right? Pre-COVID, I would think it was in October. I had a conversation with my daughter, and because we've been thinking about it for a while. Because being in this business for so long and being in the salons, would say, "Hey Jay, why don't you make this? Why don't you make that?" So I've always had it in the back of my head. But pre-COVID, I was going to start doing actually pillowcases. Is what I was coming out with first. Okay. I was first coming out with pillowcases, and then I was going to roll over and then do the sheets. But I was doing pillowcases first. So that's something that I'm looking to launch probably around the summertime because there are satin. So therefore, I'm looking to go into production of doing that within that time frame.
Okay. Ron, you had a question. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Yes.
You said you're an entrepreneur for decades, and you've been doing this for a while. You just went international about 4 or 5 years ago. What has been some of your major accomplishments or some of the most proudest moments that you've had running your own business? We all know every day is a struggle, getting everything organized, making sure everything is together.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But let's talk about the accomplishments.
Well, my accomplishments, man, what's one of the, I had a write-up. I did it was a write-up of me in the newspaper in Harlem. I was featured as Entrepreneur of the Year.
Wow.
At that time, that was yeah, thank you. I had that was a major accomplishment. Another accomplishment, actually another really big accomplishment that I had is there was a lady, me and her are still friends. She has the brownstone. The brownstone she owns in Harlem. Yes. So she actually, all the celebrities shop there. All the celebrities shopped there. It was always my dream to actually have my product in her store. I was at a meeting, a pitch party, And I was pitching and having a conversation about my brand, and she was there. And she was there, and then when she stood up to speak, I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's the lady!" I don't get starstruck, but I was like, "Whoa!" But long story short, she became my mentor, and she allowed me to have a whole production and have my items in her store. And for me, that was a huge successful milestone because it wasn't just one thing that I had on my quote unquote success bucket list for business, but she took me under her wing and allowed me to literally showcase. I mean, I was there. It wasn't like a showcase, oh, just put your items here on the counter, put your flyers. It was an entire showcase. She invited women, invitations went out, we had wine, I have all the pictures. So that was, and she just said to me, I needed to let you know that you have an amazing product that will go worldwide and the sky is the limit. So that for me was a major milestone.
That's beautiful. That
Thank
really
you.
is.
And speaking of going worldwide, one of my other questions was going to be, why a sat wrap? Why should we choose your product? Because like you said, it's worldwide. When you can go to Walmart and get a do-rag or anything for a couple bucks, or you
Which
can
is very true.
Pillows or covers that satin, and you don't have to worry about your hair so much. I don't really agree with that, but that's something. But why do we have to get your product?
Well, for one, my product is all handcrafted. And my product, I stand by the quality of my product. My product, you get what you pay for. And that's the reality of business and the reality of having a quality product that you can stand by. I have individuals that have had my product since 2007, and it evolved over then.
Wow.
They'll hit me up and say, "Hey, Sat Wrap Lady, where you been? I still have my original." And here's that, it's like, they're like, only thing happened is the elastic came off a little bit, ran out, which of course has been over a decade. So, hey, right. But the quality of the product, you get 2-in-1, you get a pattern on one side, reversible on the other. My satin head wrap, the sat wrap, which is the crown itself, actually has a batten in it that helps women that are working out, right? So it absorbs the perspiration without leaving your head wet and sweaty. And then for the men, there's no line in the king's crown. In the do-rag, there's no line. That big indentation after you got your waves.
Right there.
Yeah. There's no line. It's a seamless. So I take a lot of pride in how I put the product together, and I literally make sure that I tackle all of the issues. Okay. So that is why I tell people, I know mine is the best.
Now, what if somebody has something and they want to send it to you to ask you to put it on a satin wrap for them? Would you do that?
As far as the design?
Yes.
Yes, we have a link. We have a custom create your own. We have one that says create your own, customize your own. And what they would do is just upload their image. We have the right now to say yay or nay, of course, because if we think that is something that is not appropriate, we send them back an email and fully refund them on that. But we have that there saying as a disclaimer that we have the right to say no to someone who of that sort. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I respect someone's thing, but if it's a little too that I will never put my name on that.
I know that's right. Look at here.
Yeah, I would never put my name on that.
All money ain't good money.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. I've learned that over the years. That's my one of my major keys is all money is not good. I've gotten a lot of amazing deals that other people would be like, "Oh girl, you better take this deal for these couple million." But because I am the person that I am, I read the fine print. And I'm like, no, I'm not giving you that much percentage. That's not
happening. So. Right. I told my kids, I'm your agent. No. Nobody else. The money stays in-house.
That's right.
I will read those contracts. Yep. Then I will make sure the attorneys I work for read it too, to make sure that they're not bamboozling.
Exactly. Exactly.
No.
Facts, okay? Facts.
You know, now you said there's no line when you're wearing your satin wraps, because you know there's some that you, no matter how tight you got it, you wake up with that line on your forehead, and you be like trying to rub it. So
Now before work.
one of these, and that line is still
Put
right.
a cold
You gotta go to work. You be like,
yes. Putting a cold compress, trying to rub it off.
right, and you just like doing this on the way to work, like trying to massage it out. The things us women go through, they don't understand.
They don't
It's the fellas too.
Well,
I would say for the fellas, definitely for the King's Crown. That was my biggest thing for the King's Crown do-rag, because I would go on, I was doing my product research. So of course I'm going on all these do-rag sites and I'm listening to people and what their complaints are. And of course that's what you hear. Why do I have to have this long indentation on my head? You know, I got this line down my waves, you know, like, oh my gosh, the string is not long enough, you know, all of these things. So those are the things I tackled. And no, you won't have one. I've been wearing, ever since I made them, I've been wearing them. And I have so many great testimonies from people as well. So
good.
Yes. I'm very proud of my product. I'm very, very proud of my product and where we have gone, because I tell people all the time, I'm even on YouTube. I'm on YouTube actually selling sat wraps on the train.
Oh, we need the link to that so we can post it for everybody watching.
Yes. I'm actually on there. So I tell people, I know how to hustle. I know how to work. I know what work ethic is and what it takes to building your business and then building it as a brand. Because the thing is with business, and most people get it misconstrued. You know, a lot of us go into business because they're like, oh man, I want to work for myself and I want to make this money, right? So you're going into it with a mentality of a hustle, right? Because you're like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna flip this, I'm gonna flip that. You know, I'm gonna take this 20, I'm gonna flip this to 50, I'm gonna flip that 50 into 150. You have that mentality, you know, but the growth comes in over time where you realize that you have to go from being a flip game to it being business. And it's two total separate entities. So I tell people when I was on the train rocking sat wraps, that was the hustle. When I was going from the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, my product was in salons all over in the borough, you know, but that was a lot of footwork. But I had to hit the ground because I know, like you said earlier, word of mouth was major key, you know? So it would spread and people would look for us come the weekend, you know, from Thursday all the way to Saturday. But now it's become evolved because you have to evolve in your mind to business. And when you're able to elevate that to business and then now creating a system. So that's where the stage where I am. I went from the hustle to the business to now my system. And I created a system that the company can run on its own. And that's the elevation that we have to get to in business. And I think a lot of us, we fall shy of that. We either get stuck in just the hustle and then we don't go for the other money, or we get stuck in the just a business portion and then we continue to kill ourselves with our time. And not realizing we have to transition from that to the system. And the system is where the 1% is, and you allow the business to systematically work for itself while you work on something else. And that's where I am.
Got you. We have some people commenting. Cousin Dorothy says, speak on it, Jen. Brilliant said, Thundercat is amazing, 1,000. If I buy one from her, that's all I'm going to sing.
Nice. And you know what's so funny about Thundercat? Because you asked me that earlier. Yeah. So what happened was my marketing team, my daughter owns a marketing company.
Okay.
And she's the one that took us global. Like she just, you know, the young people, she just did that thing, right? And we reached out to him. We reached out to him in every aspect, and he never responded because we want to do a collaboration with him, right? So what wound up happening is what's the gentleman name that was an ex-football player? Oh my goodness, his name just slipped my head. He makes all the comedy stuff on Adams. His name is on the tip of my tongue.
He makes comedy.
Yeah, he do like the funny videos all the time on Instagram. His last name is Adams. He's an ex-football player. No, not Sam Adams. That's a drink.
Wow, I have no idea who you're talking about.
I know it's gonna come to me, and when I say, you're gonna be like, oh. But he was on a live with Thundercat, and this is when the concert got canceled. And he says, "Man, look, because he ordered from us, and he got his name on it and everything." And he's like, "Look, man, I got my stuff from SatWrap, and I was ready to come to your concert. I got 4 of them." So he dropped it and said it again to him on it, and Thundercat was like, "Oh man," because we reached out to him first. We reached out to him first, but we've done extremely well because of his song. Thanks to him. Enough props, my brother. You listening? Enough props. Respect is due, or respect is due. Thank you for that. But yeah, we did reach out to Thundercat.
Okay. I know Ernest texted me. That's why I asked you about it. He was like, see if she reached out to Thundercat. See if she I was like, and then I responded back to him, was like, she tried. But that's like with us. I inbox all of the hip hop artists, and some catch, some don't. But it's who you know and who you link. But the simple fact is, hey, ask not, want not.
Exactly.
Can't keep knocking. So I'm like, all right, I'm keep on knocking. And the ones that catch, then everybody else will start coming right behind.
That's all that happens, because see, he actually tagged us on Twitter, because we were hitting him up heavy. We were tagging. We had people tagging, and he actually reposted one of our tweets. So he knows of us. So it was like, thanks, bro. Thank you for the respect of reposting our tweet, because at the end of the day, I feel like this, and it's the same thing like I just said now. We gave homage to him the same way. It wasn't one of those, and that's what people don't understand. I believe in abundance. I believe the universe has so much, so you can't slight another person to try to get to where it is that you think your destination is that way.
Come on.
Yeah.
You think. Stay humble.
Yes.
And it's maybe sometimes you're meant to skip that person for a simple reason. We'll never know, or maybe we'll find out later on down the line. So you stay humble. You never burn your bridges. I tell people, don't burn your bridges.
Yep. Yes.
And get back over. Once that I know with me, you burn the bridge with me.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, here y'all go. Go ahead and talk about the burn bridges.
Look, I be telling people, when you burn it with me,
dust. It's not even possible to put it back together.
Girl.
Okay, Dorothy helped us out. His name is Spice Adams. Thank you, Dorothy.
Thank you so much. Yes. He has a whole video. We have videos on our thing with him wearing our king's crown, doing his skits. He has been, he's been tremendous. And he did it without us even asking. It was nothing but love. Nothing but love. Yeah, nothing but love. He ordered our stuff, nothing but love. He's like, we'll send you stuff for free. He's like, nope. And then posted it and tagged us, and then did a whole skit in it. I was like, wow, this is love. Yeah, I was like, wow, bro, this is love. This is love.
Shout out Spice Adams at Spice Adams. Speaking of pages, y'all see it right there at SatWraps. Go link in, subscribe, follow. Your page is incredible. I love it. It's immediate. Everything you need from a marketing perspective was when I went on there as a customer, I immediately was drawn in. I couldn't leave it. I had to look. You can keep scrolling and scrolling, look at all the pictures and all the designs. It is perfect. One of my questions was going to be, before I found out you've been doing this for decades, is how many designs have you actually made in different rags and wraps? But now I know it's probably like hundreds, thousands.
Thousands. Last year alone,
Wow.
Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you guys this, and this is why I tell people about your mind and the shift of your mentality and how you think. Last year was the biggest year I've ever had in SatWrap.
Wow.
Out
2020.
of all the years I was in, I made over, well over 3,000 or 4,000 SatWraps by hand last year.
Wow.
Yeah, way over, way over. SatWraps that was the biggest. And it was because when I first went in and everything started happening, I never forget, I called the team and we had a meeting. And I said, let me tell y'all something. This is going to be the greatest year through this entire pandemic we have ever had. And they looked at me and I was like, it's in my spirit. And I'm telling you, this is going to be it. This right here, where everybody is running and retreat, we going forward. We giving this everything we got. We going hardcore and we're going to explode even more. And so said, so done. And it was because I just had to have that mentality. Had to have that. So I've done thousands in just last year.
Every day, 8 to 10 wraps, even on the weekends, just putting them together. That's incredible.
Putting them together. Putting them together.
How long does it
If
take?
I show y'all my studio, y'all be like,
That's why I'm in the corner here, because my studio look a hot mess right now.
I tell people, and I'm gonna show y'all because I ain't ashamed. Y'all see all those fabric on the floor?
Right.
All the fabric, grind all day. Don't stop. All over here. Don't stop. I don't stop. I tell people I am real about this. This is not. Yeah, I'm like day and night and day, coming up with new ideas, getting on the computer, getting in Photoshop, getting in Adobe, fixing things, tweaking things, coming up, and I do all my own photo shoots.
All your own, I can tell.
All my own photo shoots.
How long does it take to make a satin wrap?
Let's see. It takes about, if it's a king's crown, I can get 6 of them done in an hour.
Wow.
So if it's a do-rag one, double-sided, I can get 6 of them done in an hour.
Okay.
If it's the bonnets, I can get 10 of them done in an hour.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Ernest said he wish he could. Wait, what he said? Gosh, I wish I had hair. I would wear her products. You don't need to have hair to wear her products.
You can still wear it.
Stylish. Do y'all not see the style? Where the picture at? Right there. I love the matching mask and the hair.
You got
listen,
the
we got
full work it.
Listen, I got the mask, I got the head wrap, I got the beard bonnet, and I got the feet for the dog. Listen, I gotta help the men with the beard. I got the beard bonnets as well. And the one who asked for a beard bonnet, he was a bald guy. He's like, hey, I wish that could make me. I said, oh, a beard bonnet? I got you. Boom. And then I put them on the website, and it was a bunch of men for the beard.
Wow. We definitely do that.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Oh,
but I think that for myself, that the blessing, the true blessing is that I have everything in-house, for one. I know that's a tremendous blessing. Is because I have everything in-house, from my designing to the manufacturing. And I'm also the designer. So I'm the creator and the designer. So if I get an idea or I hear something, I can create it really quickly for anybody.
Okay.
And then just make it. So I believe instead of a person, I have to go through the production process, right? You have to call up the person, get the pattern done, get the marker done, send it to manufacturing, and the whole procedure to get the sample done, right? Then if you get the sample done, then you got to turn around and you got to then put it out to see who likes it. And then go. So I cut all of that out because I don't have to do that. Because I'm the actual designer. I have everything in-house.
That's good. That's really good. So where's your vision for this year? Since 2020 did not stop your grind, did not stop your shine. Now we're 2021. What do you have in store? Like you're elevating each year. So this year, what's your elevation? What's your level now?
Well, my next level that I'm looking to get into, Fashion Week. I want to get into Fashion Week. And then I'm also going across the water, and I want to have my product in salons and other boutiques across the water. So in Barbados, in Trinidad, I have a lot of connections over there. So I really want to cross over. I want to cross over. I haven't decided if I want to go. What I don't want. I'm gonna tell you what I don't want. I'm not looking to be in a Walmart. I'm not looking to be in a hair supply store. That is not my niche. That is not my avenue, right? So I'm really looking for more boutiques that want these items, more boutiques that are going to cater to their clients and the customizing and the uniqueness and the quality and the value of the product. So I guess I would say the next elevation for me will be for this year to get into more boutiques across the world. So I will start doing contracts with other boutiques across the world because I have a lot of them already here in the States. Now I'm looking to cross over.
Okay. Great. That is great. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen because when you have the hustler inside of you fired and just keep firing, and yeah, it's going to happen. So when you said Fashion Week, are you talking about Fashion Week over in Italy, Milan, and Paris Fashion Week? Or are you talking about the Fashion Week that they have in the States here? Because those are two different classes.
I'm doing Milan. I'm looking to go to Europe, yes. And I have a connection, so that's something I'm actually really working on.
Ooh, that'll be beautiful. That's on my list, is going to Italy. I'm going to make it this year or next year, but I'm trying to root for this year.
Got it. You should go. You should definitely go. Definitely go. But that is my direction. And because I decided, at first I wanted to do fashion. I thought I'll do New York, and I said, no, if I'm going to put that kind of energy, I'm going to the
big dogs.
Big dogs. I'm going over there. That's what I'm going to do. So that's the direction.
Go ahead. Hey, we celebrate you. Love.
Thank you.
That's the most important thing. Once you make it over international, that sky's the limits.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
We would love to see that event. That's what we're about. They would love that over there.
Yeah.
Oh, they love it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I already have the audience. That's the thing. Like, I can do pop-up shops right now in certain areas and I would sell out. I have the audience over there. I have the audience in China. I have the audience in Japan. I have the audience in Italy. I have so many people in Europe. So I have the audience there already. So it just makes sense.
Exactly. And I've done a little bit of traveling overseas, and your product is not specifically, but nurtured to people of color with our hair and what we need to go through. And I know something that's definite about overseas is they all want to be melanated. They love everything that we do. So I already know they just like, let me get my do-rag so I can look like.
Especially when you go overseas, they don't have the hairdressers like they do in your hometown. So look, I make sure I get my hair braided, spray it up, wrap it. So you get in the water and everything. Yes, they are, well, for us females and men, but mainly us females. We're going to another country and we're not going to be back for like 2 weeks. Yeah, no. I need my wrap. That's the first thing I pack in my suitcase. Hair products and everything. Look, I need to take my picture.
We know. Go ahead and swing your curls.
I do the slow motion. I'm like, Flo.
Nobody come get her. So
my dress is stunning. What?
Hello.
Whole photo shoot just up in the hotel alone in the lobby.
Sunshine, you hilarious. I got one final good question. But before that, what is our price product breakdown? That's one thing we can talk about. What the different products, the main ones that you do, what are we paying pretty much?
The main ones, I would say
The crown wrap for
the crown for the do-rags for the men, the least price is $31.
$31.
$31 for your do-rag, king's crown, quote unquote do-rag, is for that. For your tajis, which is the bodice, so they call it tajis because it means crown. Yes.
Okay.
Those are actually starting at 25. So the price point starting there is at 25. And then we have the sat wrap itself. It's just the head wrap portion here. And that one starts at 20. And they're all reversible products. And then we have the beard bonnets, and the beard bonnets actually start at 25.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Fellas, matching set, crown king, and the beard bonnet. $50 pretty much. Why are the women's products cheaper than the men's?
Well, see, it just depends. Because the thing is, it depends on the print. Because some of the women's I have at $41.
Oh yeah, you said starting at y'all. Starting. Right.
So it depends on the print. It depends on the print. So my normal ticket is $50. My normal ticketed pricing that comes through the website is $50.
Okay.
And people buy 2, 3. They buy a couple at a time. People buy 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that's one thing I have to say is this for us as Black business owners, right? And I learned this.
What it's about. Black business owners. Yep, go ahead.
I had to learn this, guys. Everyone is listening to this amazing podcast. Hear me very clearly, being in business for so long. And it has to be learned, okay? Stop devaluing yourself. Stop thinking that your product is not good enough, or that your product, oh, everybody has one too, so I have to compete with this price point. Everyone knows about do-rags. Do-rags has been around before I was born, okay? Everyone knows about bonnets. Bonnets have been around forever. Everybody knows about a satin wrap. A satin wrap's been around. Satin head, a wrap your head, been around forever. But guess what? I know that my product value is way higher than the price point that you're going to go spend at the corner store.
Right.
Because the quality is on another level. But I had to learn that. I had to learn my value. I had to learn what that was. Because at one point I was selling, y'all, let me tell you the joke. At one point, I was selling SatWraps for $5.
Exactly. And that's our community. Always want someone to low, always wanting to hook up. But it's not about that. We need to wake up and realize it's about encouraging and prospering each other. Support your fellow Black.
Yep.
So I gotta get me one. When that is handmade wraps, y'all. It's handmade. So when I get that, I'm not just gonna be like, woo, yeah, I like it.
Yeah. They're all anointed because each one of them have Psalms 23 on it.
Ooh.
Come on.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's what we about.
The great thing about it is that unless I tell someone, they won't know what it is. That's how it's embedded in their logo.
Wow. Okay.
That's my songs too. Yea, though I walk through the valley.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just have to learn to stop devaluing ourselves. That's very huge in our community. We have to understand, because you're not gonna be able to take your business. You're not gonna be able to come out the hustle if you don't raise your value. And it doesn't matter what it is that you're doing. If you could be a speaker, you could be. It doesn't matter. You have to know thy worth. Know your worth. Stand firm in that and charge for that. And I'm telling people, I tell people all the time, no one can tell me anything. I'm selling a do-rag, okay, at $45, $50 a pop. Another person be like, oh, I wouldn't pay for that. My community is so strong that one time I had someone say that and the community attacked them. You would have thought I was part of the bees or something. They were like, oh, you don't know what this is. How dare you? Didn't get off, and you need to go get your money together. I was like, oh.
Oh, you got a beehive.
I got a beehive going here.
Come for the queen. Look at you. Go ahead.
Snap when you say that.
Yeah.
Yes, I was like, oh, I was shocked. I was like, whoa, I didn't have to do one response. I said, okay. Okay. But it goes right back to the same thing. You got to know your value. You got to know your worth. And I've been asked that question in the beginning. Why my product is now this and this and that? Because it's a valuable product. Hey, I'm not making you buy it. You can just say no.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's very simple. It's very simple.
Oh, I hear you,
It's
Queen.
official product, y'all. So
Yeah.
my last question,
Yeah.
as we get ready to close, Sunshine,
Mhm.
is you talked this entire episode on the importance of your team and the people that you have to help you run this business. And Sunshine, that's everything. I can give a shout out to our team real quick. We got Sunshine, Ush, CJ,
Nice.
two JDs, Denny, Ashley. We
Nice.
got all these people, and it would not be possible for people on the team to help keep the power, the product movement. So who is your team? Give some shout outs and talk about how influential they've been in where you've come.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so my team is my daughter Natalia Lee Marie Maxwell. She actually owns her own company now as well, and her companion Javier Lee. They actually are the marketers, and they are the ones that took SatWraps global.
Wow.
Okay, and because we have such a synergy at the time, it helped us keep on track. It helped things moving. You know, they were doing I'm doing the production. They got the marketing going on, and you have to know where the valuable components are in individuals. You have to know that. You have to know that. And when you don't know that and you lose sight of that, is when it becomes an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it becomes the lion in the den, right? Because people start to look at, oh, you making all of this. And I'm only doing this. So then it becomes a mental battle. So you have to, a power struggle battle, right? So you have to be able to keep it even keel. You got to keep it even keel. That means that you have to have conversations to keep everything on one accord.
Mm-hmm. Communication.
And to me, that's how, when you give praises to where praises is due, that's how you keep that calm. You keep that calmness. So that is my team. That's it. I don't have a lot of people, and people say, "How the hell do you do this?" I'm like, nothing but God. Trust me,
Amen.
nothing but God.
That's powerful.
Most definitely.
Tell them again how to find you.
Yeah, so everyone can find me. We have a website, which is www.SatWrapsRoyalWear.com, or you can find us on IG at SatWraps with an S as well. Or we're also on Twitter at SatWraps. No, SatWraps.
Just type in SatWraps. Yep, I just typed it.
Type in SatWraps. Okay. And we're also on Twitter at SatWraps. Okay. And that's where you can find me. And you can always inbox me. We are very active. We're on it. Everything comes to the phone, all the messages. Even if you're on the website, we have a chat room on the website. And also my daughter created the entire website, her and her companion. And so it's very high end. It's very high end. And it's very right now. Real time.
Yes.
I just followed you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All platforms at SatWraps.
Thank you.
Well, Jennifer, it's been a pleasure having you on and talking with you and everything.
Thank you so much. The pleasure is all mine. I'm so grateful. Miss Dottie, thank you so much for this connection. Thank you so much. I'm so appreciative of you guys. Your setup is amazing. I started following you guys, so I already tagged you on a lot of people as well.
We appreciate
Most definitely. And I have some free gifts I'm sending over to you. So I'll connect with you offline for sure and get you guys some custom stuff.
Oh, we appreciate that. Yes,
of course.
Speak Easy. We're here to support. We're here to advertise. We're here to show and drop knowledge. And we're a village, and we're here to link connections. Your connections, our connections. We're here to link.
Lift and unify the people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sunshine, you gonna send us out of here?
We thank you for tuning in. Mwah, 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 mwah. Like a share, share. Have a blessed night.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We out.